So a few minutes ago, the guys were talking AFC playoff picks. Broussard and Wilds have Mac Jones and the Patriots.
Yeah.
Automatics to make the playoffs. No brainers, no doubts. Nick.
Yeah.
Slightly on a different page, not a believer. Why, Nick?
Well, so the comparison most people are drawing is Patriots or Dolphins for that final playoff spot. They're both in the same division, and they happen to play each other week 1. So I think you can make the strong case, even though the Patriots spent that money on Jonnu Smith and Hunter Henry, that the best tight end on those two teams is Gesicki, the Dolphins tight end. Certainly you can make the case the better receiving group, without a doubt. Will Fuller, when he comes back from suspension, Waddle, Devontae Parker, the Dolphins have the better receiving group. But I want to talk about the quarterbacks. And Wilds, I want to throw this to you. Because you remember all the way back yesterday when I made the point that, did you see Clemson this weekend and how terrible that offense looked? And how that made me even more optimistic about Trevor Lawrence this year? Well, you know the corollary of that take? Did you see Alabama this weekend? And Bryce Young and his 22 career pass attempts, without, by the way, first round receivers on the field. Well, maybe they'll turn into it. He looked pretty good. Looked pretty good to me.
They will.
Threw for almost 400, had 4 touchdowns, 0 interceptions as Alabama rolled. And I was like, you know what? That looks a lot like the Alabama offense looked under Tua, who everybody thinks stinks now. And a lot like how the Alabama offense looked under Mac Jones. And a lot like the Alabama offense probably is going to look like after Bryce Young's gone, that next quarterback. And then I said, hey, what are the Heisman odds? Let me look. Oh, Bryce Young, he's first in Heisman odds. And I'm like, oh. So should that affect my confidence level in Mac Jones? Because it did. Did that make me think, oh, maybe that's a little plug and play? And maybe the Mac Jones that I watched all year, that I was like, yeah, that's the 6th best player on his own offense in college, is not going to be this instant difference maker against that Brian Flores defense that you seem to be so confident. I know he beat out Cam, and now he's the next Tom Brady, but did that Alabama game not give you any pause, Wilds?
0. Well, first of all, Mac Jones led the lead, led all of college football when completion passes. He's going to be accurate. And if we want to just play it out, I'll play the game, then that means Tua is bad too.
Let's play the game.
If you're saying Mac Jones is overrated, that also means Tua is overrated. It also means Jalen Hurts is overrated. And you should have brought it up last segment, if that's what you want to say, that Alabama is all of a sudden this like system quarterback school.
He is on tight clock. I had to get the Gardner question.
It was your next question. We had to get in the bags.
Yeah, it was the next question.
I'm not buying that at all. I am buying, Broussard, that Miami is almost like, not on purpose, but if it was on purpose, this is the plan you would execute on how to kill a guy's confidence, kill a rookie QB's confidence. Have a supportive veteran, but then pull out the supportive veteran and put in Tua too early. We don't need to win the games. Take them out of the games, not once, multiple times. And then, all right, we're going to ship Fitzmagic out so it's your team. All right, we'll get through a little bit, just a little bit of training camp, and then have public rumors out there on purpose as sort of a weather vane of like, what about Deshaun Watson? How would Miami feel about Deshaun Watson? Is this too hot or is this too not? In the process, killing Tua's confidence to the point where Brian Flores has to go out and say, this is our quarterback. I can't make it any more clear. This is our quarterback. Broussard, you know, it's like when a coach is going to get fired. It's like, this is our guy. Like, no team who has a quarterback is saying this is our quarterback. The Chargers are not there to be like, you know what? Justin Herbert is our guy. Like, yeah, obviously. So if you have to say it, something's wrong. I think the Dolphins have shot to his confidence. Meanwhile, the Patriots are doing the exact opposite thing, boosting Mac Jones up. Going to probably let him wear number 12. He's playing so well. So Patriots up, Dolphins down, unfortunately, although I like Tua.
Well, apparently, Wilds, that type of indecisiveness from your decision makers engenders confidence in Nick Wright. I mean, Nick loves these Dolphins despite all their shenanigans. Nick, that Alabama take was beneath you. You're better than that. You're better than that, Nick. Just keep that college take away to yourself, all right? This is why the Patriots are better than Miami. All right, their defense, Belichick, we know. Bill Belichick is a defensive expert, all right, genius, if you will.
Yeah,
all right, that
okay.
defense was ranked 7th last year with all the people sitting out for COVID. Now they got Dante Hightower back. Kyle Van Noy is back. They add Matt Judon. The defense is going to be stout. All right, offensively, Hunter Henry, Jonnu Smith, you mentioned them. Whether they're the best tight ends in the first week of the game or not, they are very good tight ends who will help Mac Jones. The offensive line, one of the best in the league. That means they are going to have a strong running game. And they did add receivers. I mean, Kendrick Bourne and Nelson Aguilar, he can drop a few, but he's not bad. I don't mind Nelson Aguilar. All right, and here's all that Mac has to do. We saw Mac and I get it, it's the preseason, but he's a big-time decision maker. He's very smart, and he's accurate.
Smart
and
guy.
Nick, all he has to do is manage. He's going to manage the game. He'll make some plays here or there, but for the most part, he's just got to manage. And I know we want to shoot him down because he's a rookie. Rookies don't lead their teams to the playoffs. No. Well, Ben Roethlisberger did it. I believe it can happen.
Russell Wilson
and I think with a great coach like Belichick, it's going to happen.
Okay, some of these, there are things that just keep getting said about the Patriots last year that must be corrected, Wilds. The first one is this idea that it was Champ Bailey and Mike Singletary that opted out and they're coming back. Stop it. Oh, my God. They didn't have Dante. Dante Hightower's a really good player. And then a bunch of who cares opted out. He's a really good player, and then a bunch of guys opted out. The other one is this. Oh, the Cam fumble against Buffalo. If he doesn't fumble, they win. That is a lie. That it's not as bad as the if Kyrie doesn't make the shot, LeBron loses the finals lie because the game was tied. The Patriots were down 3 driving to kick the tying field goal when Cam fumbled. If Cam doesn't fumble and then they make the field goal, then they get to overtime. They were not, 2 bounces away and they're a playoff team.
Momentum.
It's crazy. And momentum, sure. Just this idea that the Patriots offense is just such a well-oiled machine with all these elite playmakers. You just need a quarterback who's not going to screw it up. That's not true. It's just not true. If the most accomplished player in your entire offense is Hunter Henry, then guess what? You need your quarterback to make some big-time throws. So we'll see if he does it, Jenna. But everyone has gone crazy on this. They'll be fine. And Belichick coached the defense up. But just don't make mistakes. When you have playmakers like Harris in the backfield and Henry and Smith at tight end, it's Gronk Hernandez. And, I mean, have you seen Kendrick Bourne, who's got the exact body type I do? Like, stop it. Everyone, take a breath. Take a breath.
Taller than you thought.
Jenna.
So, just so I'm clear, you're not in on the Patriots making the playoffs. I just want to make sure I fully understood where you're going with it. Not in. Okay.